Hello, welcome back to Fruits and Veggies. Loves Fruits and Veggies. I hadn't been on in a while, and I've had a few people request that I make another video, so I thought I would do that tonight. Tonight I have a plate with fruits. It's grapes, oranges, and apples on there for my fruit. And then I have a salad that I had bought last week from one of my lunches. Never got to eat it, so I'm taking the opportunity to eat it tonight while I'm doing this mukbang. And also I have an infuser, and our daughter bought it for me. It's got cinnamon, it's got turmeric, apple, lemon, lime, and I think that's about, yeah, I think that's about it, other than the cinnamon sticks. Tangerines, and I think that's it. Anyway, it's been in the refrigerator for several hours, so it gives the water a really nice flavor. Just kind of shake it up, and it's really, really good. So I can also take that to work without the water in it, but I can put the fruit in it and take it to work. So they're very popular at work. Anyway, I hope everybody's been having a good several days. I don't know when the last time we did a video together, but got a lot of compliments on it, and I thank you for that. I'm glad you all are enjoying our videos. I really enjoy doing them together more than doing them solo, but that's okay. She's not feeling good tonight, so we'll try to get that done tomorrow. Anyway, I thought I would fill everybody's request for me to do another one, so just hope you enjoy it. This salad is from Walmart. It has chicken, ham, lettuce, sliced carrots, the cheese, cabbage. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. And then I smothered it with ranch. What's been keeping me busy, so sometimes I just don't feel like doing much of anything on my days off. So I apologize for not keeping up better. But I'll work on doing better. I had another idea I spoke to my wife about. We bought a video camera with intentions of my doing that. Just doing a small video like how things are done or something like that. But the video camera is not in very good, it's not a very good camera, so we're going to have to try to check into getting something else. Try to see if we can't find a better one. We have a new grandbaby, a granddaughter. She's adorable. How old is she now, babe? About 3, 4 weeks?
2 weeks?
Maybe 2 or 3. About 2 or 3 weeks old. Maybe a little bit older, but she's adorable. She's precious. When our grandson went to touch her nose, he kind of grabbed it. Dad got scared, so he was afraid he was going to hurt her, but he didn't. He did really good. He just wasn't sure what to think of it at first. He didn't want to get near her or anything, so they were trying to encourage him. But now he can't leave her alone. He loves to hug on her, kiss her, and he talks to her. So he's going to be a good bubba. Nothing more precious than a child. I'm a firm believer that that's God's way of saying He wants the world to continue. So I'm all for it. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to try to tell you all a little bit about myself. without giving out too much information. I grew up in a large family. My mom and dad had 6 girls and 1 boy. I'm the youngest of the girls, and my brother is the youngest of all 7. My dad worked. My mom stayed home, of course, because they couldn't afford child care or anything for us kids. And Mom did a lot of the cooking and house cleaning and stuff like that. And Dad, there was times Dad held down 4 jobs just to put food on the table. Took really good care of us. But never did without. You know, with anything we had, bicycles were hand-me-downs. And I don't know if they were ever new at one time, because I was not old enough to remember ever getting a new bike. Christmases were nice. To me, looking back, it seems like they were really big Christmases, but the stuff that we got was dolls, doll clothes, and stuff like that, Barbies, for us. And then my brother got a train set, and toy guns, and trucks and stuff. So, but I remember a 2-story house we lived in. Look up the top of the stairs, and at the top of the stairs there's this little corner there where the wall is, and my brother had, was it Tinker Toys? Yeah, Tinker Toys, and we came up with the idea of doing our own tree upstairs. So my mom was kind of excited about it. She thought it was a cute idea, so she made a special effort to dig through the ornaments and the garland and stuff that they had, and try to give us some of the worst ones, I guess you could say, and so we could decorate that tree. And you know, it ended up being a tradition every year after that. I cannot tell you how many years we spent putting that tree together with the Tinker Toys, and Mom digging up garland and small ornaments and stuff so that we could decorate the tree. And it's really funny how we managed to get that tree to stand up. We got some yarn there again from Mom and some little tacks, and we had to attach it to the wall so that it wouldn't fall over. But it was it's a wonderful memory, and it was fun at the time. Easter was fun. I can remember one particular time when I had to have been really little, because we all 3 got these little, it was like almost like it was a horse and buggy thing. It was a little plastic horse on that had wheels on it, and then the buggy was attached to the horse, and that's where the Easter stuff went. They put Easter brass in there, and our Easter treats and stuff in there, and then we were racing them up and down the hallway of the house. I remember the fort my dad built out in the backyard. The summers we spent outside, my parents would drag our kitchen set, dolls, bunk beds, all that stuff that we had out on the back patio. We used to sit out there for hours and play house. Or we'd play fort. We used to swing set as our horses. For having a family of 7 kids, and my dad working as much as he did, and my mom keeping up with everything at the house and everything else, we never did without attention. My dad always paid attention to us. I can remember him taking us to the park to go feed the ducks and just to play out at the park for a little while Mom was at home cleaning. I can remember family picnics. There was one summer my brother and I were seeing other kids in the neighborhood with skateboards and things like that, and my dad could never afford all that. I remember the bicycles we had were used, and whenever we had a flat, he'd keep patching and patching and patching until he couldn't patch it anymore, and then he would finally break down and find a way to to go ahead and replace the tube on the inside. But one year my brother and I wanted skateboards. My dad said no, they were too expensive, and that we needed to be content with what we had. Unbeknown to my brother and I, my brother had a pair of black roller skates that my dad had taken the wheels off of, and he made us both a skateboard. They were shoe skates, black shoe skates, and my dad pulled the wheels off of them and made us each our own skateboard. But Dad was really good about doing that, making things work for us so that we would have the things that we wanted. But he always found a way to make it happen if he could. Holidays, my mom did a lot of baking as well as cooking big meals. We had a whole bunch of stuff: ham, turkey, homemade dinner rolls, cinnamon rolls, homemade cookies, every vegetable you could possibly think of on the table. We just found out years after my dad retired that they never got Christmas paid off up until he retired, because every year for Christmas he had to take out a loan. It was after he retired that they finally paid that loan off. So it's amazing. I tell you, I have a lot of love and respect for my family, my parents, and I couldn't imagine, especially in today's world, having that many kids. But another thing Dad did, we were growing up, we lived in a two-story house, same one where we did the tree upstairs. They had a closet in the garage where Dad kept like paint cans and stuff like that. All summer long there wasn't a whole lot of stuff in there, so we were allowed to, we'd play cops and robbers, and we'd be police officer, and one of us would get locked up in there because it's like a jail. And we did that all summer long up until right around the holidays. Dad always stuck all the gifts and that in there and put a padlock on it and never allowed us to play in there. I never realized, I never really paid attention to it, that why can we do it on certain times of the year and other times of the year we couldn't. It never really dawned on us. We just accepted it. So it's kind of neat things to look back on. I remember Dad going and outside and playing catch with my brother and I, and my other sister, she's a year older than I am. She was never really one for doing that kind of stuff. I was a tomboy growing up, so I liked playing football with all the boys in the neighborhood and playing cops and robbers, and I didn't want to do the dolls and that stuff. I wanted to be out there with the boys, and I was too. I spent a lot of time outside with the boys, playing kickball, football. We play kick the can. It's a street hockey game. Everybody's on their bikes and you have two teams and you're kicking the can. It's almost like hockey on a bicycle. We play hide and go seek late at night in the summertime. I can remember being out till 11 o'clock at night out into the neighborhood, running around looking for each other. We had a dog, German Shepherd, my dad got for us from one of our neighbors. We named him Hobo. And I can remember we'd take him all the way down to the end of the block at the corner and tell him, "Go home, Hobo." we'd go running behind him. By the time we got there, he's sitting in the garage waiting for us to get there. He was a good dog. One of the first dogs we had. I don't remember any prior to that, so. I look back on those days and sometimes I wish I could repeat it. That was the fun days, the easy days, no worries. My parents did awesome. They all turned out to be good adults. We all have good jobs. We're all taking care of our families and doing what we're supposed to be doing. And they were very strict, firm and consistent. What was no last week's going to be no still. It didn't change depending on what day it was. My brother and I, we've always been very close. When we were kids, we spent 98% of our time together playing cops and robbers. We both had big wheels. And one time my dad we got them for Christmas, and we wanted to ride them because it was late at night. We always got woke up about 11, 12 o'clock at night for Christmas. But we wanted to ride them, so he moved the dining room table and we rode them around the dining room table in circles. But after that, we started playing cops and robbers, and one of us would go out and ride it real fast and tip it over, lay on the ground, and then my brother would come with the wagon making siren sounds, pretending to be the ambulance. Come help me get in the wagon, take me to the hospital. And then we switched roles. Sometimes I'd be on my big wheel chasing him because I'm the cop and he's the bad guy. Those salads taste really good. It's good. Been in the refrigerator for a couple of days, but it still tastes really good. It's hitting the spot. As we got older and became teenagers, our parents had kind of a much tighter hold on us, which was not a bad thing, but our biggest outlet was being in the band. Marching practice, and football games, and concerts, and contests, and it kept us pretty busy. All 6 girls were in the band. My brother didn't want anything to do with it, because when he was in the beginner band, you want to play the drums, you have to try out for it. And if they don't think you have the rhythm to be a drummer, they're not going to let you play the drums. Well, they tried to force him into the clarinet, and after a while, he just decided he wasn't going to do it at all. And he couldn't play the drums, then he wasn't going to be in the band, so he didn't do the band. But I did. I played the trombone, and I loved it.
enough hot air for it.
Thanks, babe. I appreciate it.
I'm upset.
But she's telling me I have enough hot air for that. And I did. I really did. But I loved it. And that's something else I look back on. A lot of good memories of my childhood. And I have a lot of respect for my parents. I think they did a really good job. We all have our jobs, take care of our families, and do what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm grateful for that. Now, my oldest sister is in her 60s. Both my parents are gone. How fast things change. Oh, she's reminding me of a story. My brother and I were kind of weird. I don't even know how it all got started. But we were in the bedroom playing around, and at some point we decided to break a rubber band, take one end of it, stick it up in your nose and twirl it, and it would make us sneeze. We knew that if Mom or Dad walked in on us and caught us doing that, we'd get in trouble. So we went up underneath the bed, probably up to our shoulders or whatever, or our chest. We did it underneath the bed. We just had a rubber band, and we're sticking it up in our nose and twirling it around. And when Mom and Dad came in the room, we had time to stop so we wouldn't get caught with the rubber bands. That's funny. My brother and I have always been like this. We're a year apart, and I'm older than he is by 1 year. But most people thought we were twins because the way we were always, where you found one, you found the other. There was no doubt. And I can remember when one of my sisters was dating the man that she actually married down the road, but she was 16, I think, dating. And the way the house was set up, they would sit in the family room, which was the kitchen, the dining room, and then the family room, so you could see from the kitchen and the dining room where the table was, and then into the family room where they used to sit on the couch and do their kissing and stuff. And my brother and I decided we were going to count how many times they kissed. So we hid underneath the dining room table that my dad made. It was a beautiful table. It had benches and everything, but anyway, sat underneath there, and we used to count their kisses and laugh at them every time they kissed. My sister used to get so mad, but it never stopped us. We did it anyway. So. My parents didn't care, so I guess that's that was their way of thinking, well, she won't be able to do any more than kiss if they're watching because they'll tell. So we were their sitters, keeping an eye on them. Anyway, that's the man she ended up marrying, and she lost him to cancer several years ago, but he left his wife behind and 3 beautiful kids, so, which they all have kids of their own now, so he was a wonderful man. Anyway, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to do a book here, but I'm just trying to keep talking so you're not just hearing me eat the whole time. I hope everybody's having a good week this week. Appreciate you watching the videos. I like the fact you enjoy them, and hopefully we'll get more out there with us together. It's grapes. And oranges. And apple. Fruit's my favorite. I love the veggies, but fruit's really my favorite. I've really gotten into salads. For a while there, that's all I was taking. I think this video is going a little too long, but I'm trying to shove all this down so I can let y'all go. Anyway, I'll tell you another story. My dad had this Ford Pinto. Of course, you know, with 7 kids, he couldn't afford to do too much with cars, and anything he did himself. So he'd been driving this Ford Pinto around for a while. He worked at downtown Houston, and of course one time it rained really bad, and it had, you know, a little bit of flooding and stuff. By the time he got home, his floorboard was soaking wet, his feet were wet. So when he had the opportunity, he pulled up the carpet, and he knew the carpet was wore, but he didn't realize the floorboard itself was wore out so bad. Had a big old hole in it, and that's where the water was coming up. So my dad, being the handyman he was, measured it and everything to see how big the floorboard was and what he needed to do, and got a piece of sheet metal, cut it to fit the floorboard, put it in there, and glued it all the way around, and laid the carpet back down. Drove the car, continued to drive the car after that. I swear he couldn't fix it anymore. And he did the same thing with our bicycles. That man didn't go out and buy new tires or new inner tubes. He always found a way to patch it. He patched it so much it got to the point he couldn't patch it anymore, and he'd replace it. But also, there was one year, I was pretty little, I don't remember, I vaguely remember hearing the music, but he wanted us to be able to hear Christmas carols out while playing outside. So, from what I'm hearing from my older siblings, he had a Tupperware bowl and attached it to the awning of the front porch, and put a speaker in it and played Christmas music for us outside while we were playing during the holidays. That's pretty cool. Huh? Oh yeah. We're sitting here watching TV, and all of a sudden we hear pow pow pow. I'm like, what the crap? I looked at my wife and I said, was that gunshots? She says, yep. So we mute the TV and hear it again. 3 consistent shots. Well, I get on the phone and call 911. Yeah, she's at the window. I'm like, don't stand in front of the window. Don't get shot. Anyway, we never heard sirens or anything, so I don't know if the police showed up or not. I hope so. And when I was on the phone with the operator, she says, yeah, she says, we're getting multiple calls on this. I said, well, I hope nobody got killed. Because behind us is a Texaco station. They get robbed often. I hope it wasn't somebody in that gas station that got killed. Got robbed and killed. But never heard any sirens indicating that the police were there or anything. I have no idea. I just hope nobody was hurt. I'm like, man, that's the first time in time I've ever been in this area I've ever heard gunshots in my own neighborhood. Like, good Lord, I feel like I'm in Houston now. Which is where I grew up. And there's just some places you expect to hear that stuff, but not here. That's crazy. But the world's just going to pot anyway. This racist stuff and all that. I don't want to go there, but that's a topic that makes me angry, so I don't have any patience for ignorance. Anyway, freak this out. My last apple. It's almost over, folks. Hope I've been able to keep you entertained long enough to put up with my feast over here. And no, you don't have to wait for me to finish this. That's too long. Although it is good. And I could sit here all day and tell stories out of childhood that was worth remembering. My dad did a lot for us, and my mom too. She made our clothes for us. There's times when she had to fix it somewhere because it was tore or whatever, put some kind of patch over it or something. Well, anyway, she always found a way to make things work for us, and she did a good job too. Anyway, I'm done with everything, and I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate the fact that you enjoy the videos and you want to see more, and I promised you I would do my best to make that happen, and I'm going to continue to do so. I hope you all are having a good night. I hope everybody's well, and just know that I appreciate my audience. I love yous, and I look forward to doing more of these. Y'all take good care. God bless. Bye.